Hi dear Libra, this is your love and spirituality reading for the time between November the 1st to November 15, 2016 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, November the 4th to the 5th, we will be able to see Taurid's meteor shower that will radiate from the constellation of Taurus. So, if you have a clear sky at night, it's beautiful to go out and watch the falling kind of stars. On November 14, we will have the full moon, the second supermoon for 2016 out of 3 supermoons. We have actually the first one today when I'm recording this. We are in October 16. And so the moon will look slightly larger and brighter than usual. So it's time to go out and watch the moon tonight and also the 14th of November. And clean your tarot cards. You can put them in the display of the moon and they will be re-energized. So, I call the divine with love and light. I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libras. I want my dear Libras to find love in their life and to find themselves having creative success and being on their highest path towards their highest destiny. Okay, great. So, we'll just tune in a little bit. Okay. So, Libra, this is your future. And this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is, for most of you, it's the first half of November. But whenever you watch this is the right time to see it. Probably. So, okay. The first card for you, Libra, is, this is in the past. And here you have Queen of Cups. So it might be that you have been together with a water sign person, or that you have in some way like a friend or something, or lover. And it can be like any person that you have love for, that you love, but it can also be yourself, like opening your feelings, opening your heart chakra, because Queen of Cups is about heart chakra and about heeding the message of your heart, of your emotions. See, she's looking very profoundly deep into the calluses here. With her water in it, so it's like she's watching what's happening with her emotions, and she's taking the communication as it was written words. So she's very into this with feelings and communicating her feelings, seeing her feelings, understanding them. It's like learning a second language. And she sits here by the beach, and she's very like long down on the beach, so whenever the waves come in they will hit her like this, and she has those beautiful white roses leading up to her. So it's like shown, it's like a direction that you need to go into your feelings, and this is in the past, so it might be something that you have done, that you have opened your heart chakra in some way, and starting to listen to your feelings, starting to take the message that they heed. Okay. And the next card for you, Libras, is the Hangman. So it might be that your emotions have been opened by something, an event that have kept you from the thing that you have loved, because the Hangman is usually sacrifice of time. So it seems like during this sacrifice of time, your heart chakra has opened up. And the Hangman is about hanging upside down. It's like being put through a hard test, and for you to grow up. It's for you to become an adult, for you to become a new person, for you to go through a gateway of personal growth, spiritual growth. And it's the person has a halo here, and it's number 12. 12 is 1 plus 2 is 3. It's the Empress. The Empress also have a halo on her head, and it's about feelings, about love. It's about being the true you. It's your feminine side. So even if you're male or female, you're currently it seemed for me that you're working with your feminine side, like being able to be passive, receptive, being able to just be and still be worth something. You know, you don't have to run around and do a lot of things because you're still worth something just by being you, just by being planted here on earth. And this person is hanging upside down, and when you do so, a lot of things is falling from your pocket. So I guess while you are opening your heart chakra, also your ego has gotten kind of a turn. It's kind of a blow to the ego. It can be like, well, it's no use to be so proud anymore. It's no use to be so, you know, up in the head and calculating the next right move so you don't will be ridiculously made or making fun of or something like that. It's like you have grown up and you don't care about things like that anymore. You are full of self-respect instead, and it's like you're on a pathway where you're finding out more and more about yourself for each day. And this on the picture, we have a lot of tales and legends about people hanging like this. We have Jesus, but this is Odin. He hanged like this for 9 days to get the knowledge of the runes. The runes are the alphabet that the Nordic people used to use for like thousands of years ago. 1,000 years ago, we was when we used this as most. And before we had the runes, there was no way of writing down like calendars, bargain deals, ownership transactions, stories, sagas, poetry, song texts. And after this, we had the language. So it was like a jump in the civilization, the development, and it came because of Odin's sacrifice to hang like this for 9 days and not eat and not drink and getting like in a state of shamanistic state where he retrieved this gift for humanity. You can see actually some of the runes being listed here on the log of the tree. They are very like sharp line because they were usually written into wood or stone. And the runes also were used to predict the future. So this was a really shamanistic belief. And the shamanistic religions are very feminine. They are very down to earth. They are very like in tune with nature, that everything in nature has a soul. So this is what you're kind of waking up to now, Libras, that everything has a soul and everything has a meaning, and your heart will take you where it wants you to go, and kind of giving yourself up for a greater purpose, not being the one in charge anymore, not being the one running the show, but actually like following the flow a little bit more. Okay, what am I supposed to do? More like this. So you can have been facing a lot of hardship to come to this knowledge, and it's kind of a sacrifice, or like letting yourself go, letting go. Okay, and here we have a 4 of Cups, so we still have a little problem of letting go, it seems. You're sitting here down in the bottom of the tree, maybe, still being a bit resistant here, but anyway, you're listening. You have the divine here. They are trying to make you hear something that's about your feelings. So okay, you have got contact with your feelings, but you still have kind of a fear with those feelings because you are fragile. You are empathic and fragile, and you want to have balance. You don't like waves going high in your body. You don't. It's like you're too fragile. You're too empathic. You're too. Yes, it's kind of. I feel like glass. That you're. So you don't think you're courage enough. You don't think that you have the courage or the bravery to face your feelings. So are they so dangerous? What can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen if you let your emotions in? Oh, I think it's something with your pride. I think it's something with you wanting to be on top of things, very balanced. You want to not be ridiculously made. You don't want to be sacrificed. So it's still some resistance here, but the river here is pointing to this go with the flow kind of thing, and the spirit seems to be very patient with you. This is a mermaid trying to convince you that feelings is rather nice. It's actually the way we communicate with you, dear friend. So if you don't want to feel your feelings, how can I communicate with you? I can just sit here being very patient and waiting for you to dare to communicate with me, to dare to open your heart towards me, so we can talk. And you think, well, feelings hurt. They hurt. They are hurtful. They are almost killing me. And it's like this. Feelings are vibrations. They are energies. So feelings of fright, for example, of being scared, it's a very hasty moving energy. If you imagine you being scared, someone is jumping forward behind the door and like saying boo, and you get scared. This is a hasty moving feeling, yes? And you feel like your heart is skipping a step, and it's like your whole body is like really wakened from its little slumber. So this is one of the energies with the feelings. You can feel sadness as well if you feel longing for someone. It's like an ache in your heart. That's also an energy. And no one of those energies is going to hurt you. On the long run, yes, if you have the same sad emotions over and over again and you don't listen to them, they will clog up your energy and block up your flow, so it will cause illnesses. But as long as you just listen to them, take the message, the feelings have a high degree of vibration or feeling. They are there. It's to get your attention. It's not there to scare the living crap out of you or to make you hurt. They are there to get your attention. And the more important the message, the stronger the feeling. And the stronger the feeling, the more it seems like you are rejecting it. And you are missing an important message by this. They are trying to get through to you, and you are like, you don't want to hear this, and you are crossing your arms around your heart chakra and saying, no, I don't want to. I don't want to feel this. It's hurtful. Okay, but it's the only way we can talk with you. We talk through the dimensional barriers through our feelings. So how can I talk with you if you're afraid of your own communication system? But I have watched TV series, and you see how people are like in those series. It's like drama, and they are trying to. People are usually trying to do two things. They are trying to avoid feelings and also avoid like their children being involved in feelings. So it's like we are teaching our children from very early age, no, mommy and daddy is not arguing, no, nothing bad is happening. And this is like teaching our children to not listen to their feelings, because they feel that something is wrong. They feel that mommy and daddy is not happy with each other, or something is happening, and they are like kept in the darkness. So they are just taught by their parents to not feel their feelings, and to not listen to them, and that feelings are dangerous. No, don't think like that, don't feel like that, just go and play. And also we are also taught kind of that that we are not supposed to follow our feelings, or we are trying to do what's good. It's like we are trying to do the good thing, and usually we think that following our feelings is not a good thing. We think so through poetry, but when it comes to the core of things, like if you are married with someone and but you're really in love with someone else, that's a bad thing, to end that marriage and leave those children, and to be together with someone else, and it may well turn out to be the worst mistakes of your life. So we are trying to resist our feelings, and it might be good and it might be not be so good. But the thing is, we need to find out which it is through staying with our emotions, not resisting them, because when we resist them, we can't take the message of them. So we don't know which way to go, which decision is the right decision. Okay? So listen to your feelings. It's important. Okay. The next card I have here is Three of Cups. So 4 of Cups, 3 of Cups, it's counting down. 3 of Cups is when you discuss your feelings maybe with friends or loved ones. So maybe you have a certain someone whom you can be open to and start learning how to communicate your feelings. And maybe there's an opening there that you can seek out your most trusted friends, your most trusted loved ones, your most trusted family members, and tell them how you feel. This could be a healing opening for you to be able to communicate your feelings. 3 of Cups is Trinity, so it's a spiritual work to you two feelings. So maybe you also have something you want to tell someone and you are resisting it. So it seems like some of you are resisting the energy that the emotion brings because you're resisting. You don't want to talk with someone, maybe you don't want to tell them, so maybe you still have a trait of that pride, or you're afraid that they won't love you back and you wouldn't handle it, or they won't take you back, like friends, lovers, family members, children, boss in workplace, whatever. So here you have a Page of Swords, and that's you, and that's your young energy. Page of Swords. Page of Swords are, you see, they have their sword raised, so they are in a defensive mood. I used to say that they are the orphans of the deck. They haven't like really been taken care of properly, so they haven't been really like trusting other people. They don't trust their feelings, they don't trust other people, they only trust themselves. So this is hard thing for you, to start trusting your feelings, to start trusting the divine, when the only thing you trust is yourself. It's like being a street child, you know. The grown-ups are only there to cause problems, and you need to like get out of their way, defend yourself, be like a mouthful. It's the young warrior you. It's a kind of a person that's they are very pure-minded. They are like have this beautiful sword, like really this clear vision of things. So they see things exactly as children does, like they see the problems that there, but they distrust when people say that their visions aren't true. Like, no, we didn't argue, no, don't. It's just making the child more upset, and more like, oh, I can't trust grown-ups. And then someone steals your tractor in the playground, and you would decide, well, I can't trust children either. And so it goes on. You build up a bit of distrust, and a very great skill of seeing other people and watching them to the core and finding out like what they are going to do in the future. So you get a bit judgmental. It's like you're scanning people to see if they're trustworthy, if you can open up to them or not, or maybe if they are allowed in your life. Like, are they? So it's like you don't let in people that you think that you have something to fear from. So you're being very selective in like how you choose your friends, and you might also keep them like an arm's length distant. But this is about to change, of course. We are going to heal this inner little child here, so it's getting more sure of itself, and it doesn't have to go around with a sword raised all the time, being afraid of what people are going to do to them. And we are going to make you more sure, more self-reliant, to be safe in your feelings too, because your feelings are your communication system. So you can let people in, and when you have like a well-calibrated feeling system, you will know exactly when they are going to start making problems, and you can tell them, because you are going to know, because you have now the profound knowledge of the whole subconscious of yours, and maybe also from other dimensions. So you will get the information from your feelings before things happen. You will wake up in the morning and you are going to meet a friend, and you feel like a bit sick to the stomach of worry. So this is not going to be a nice meeting, and you are also going to know why, because you are going to have the information. So it's like almost like a telepathic skill, and it's for all of you, not for some You can all tune into this, and I see you're well on the way to learn this. It's like learning a new way of communicating, not having to calculate everything with your little memory. You know, instead of having the emotions are like viewing the whole hard drive. By this, your waking mind, like the it's like 10%. It's like the RAM memory. I don't know. In Sweden, it's RAM memory. Maybe it's the same in English. And it's only, it's not big. It's better to use the whole hard drive, and that's the where the emotions comes in. You can calculate a lot of more things. The logic mind is very limited. So, okay, we have a little heartbreak here, and it goes back to the Queen of Cups. So it might be that actually someone might have left you and reopened like the original wound. It doesn't bleed, so it's a really old wound. And the spirits here, they seem a bit upset with this, with this wound here. Your logic piercing through the heart. Sometimes it's good to have logic over mind. If you are constantly in like codependent relationship and people are using and abusing you, then it's better to say, okay, I take care of my heart and I leave this situation. But you still need to acknowledge that, okay, I still love the person. I have left them, but I love them. In other case, you hurt your heart as well. But it's an old wound. It's something old here, old heartache that has been brought to light by maybe an emotional person that has shown you the way, or by you opening your emotions to heal this wound. So and it can be like you have someone in your surrounding, like a person that's very open in their feelings, that can help you with open this wound. Maybe a mother or a sister, or it can be a man as well, but someone that's really in tune with their feelings, so they can help you with healing this wound. And here we have underneath the hangman, the thing that you're resisting. It's your feelings, of course, and the tsunami wave that hits here. With also those hurtful feelings coming over you. You don't want to feel that, so therefore you have been resisting it for a long time. And the longer time you're waiting, the more it's going to build up in this wave. So it's like in Osho Zen Tarot, this card is called Isolation. And we have a frozen man in deep freeze, like into the ice block, and it's just one tear falling, and that is how you open your heart to start to feel the pain. And when you start to feel the pain, this will hit you like this tsunami wave. But you can see on this girl that she's not unhappy with this. She knows that feelings are communication. She has a fish here in the bowl, and she is like communicated with it all the time, the water and the water creatures. So she's happy about this. She's saying yes to those emotions, and she's saying yes to learn this new language of love on feelings. So okay, we need to take your heart out of the deep freeze. So you both have Queen of Cups here and Page of Cups, and it's like going back forwards as the 4 of and 3, and it goes back to children. So it's counting downwards to children. So it's like you are going to be purified as children. You're going to go back to the state you were before you got traumatized. Because when we come to this world, we are here to experience a lot of things, but we experience good things and bad things. And it's like we want to reset you to before you were traumatized by the world. We always get traumatized by the world. And here's 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands is experience. You want to make new experience. And it's also like you want to have more contact. So maybe the longing for contact had made you open your heart. And you have your back turned against us. So it's like you're well on your way out in the world. And maybe you have like a goal in sight, what you want to do. Like who you want to reach out to, or what you want to create in your life. And it's like you're really eager to get on your way, and you're looking here for the ship to come in. And ships are usually love relationships, love relationships. It's because they go on water, so they go on emotions. Cars are usually like how you you yourself taking yourself forward in life, and buses may be a collective moving forward, and trains are usually like your destiny, but ships, they are something else. They are like your emotional relationships and how you move forward with those emotional relationships. So you're waiting maybe for a certain someone, or you're waiting for your person, or you're waiting for a like more open connection. And here we now have a King of Cups coming in underneath the Three of Cups. So it's like you're going through these phases. And King of Cups is someone being whole. So it can either be like you are being whole through Trinity, you see, two working together with friends, together with the divine, together with special people that's really close to you. You can also have like connection through your dreams with certain people, and you are working through this to get yourself whole. And for some of you, it will be like a person coming here and granting a gift for you. And it's you have three here. So it's very like you're working in a group with persons. So it can either be you reaching out to someone or them reaching out to you. But it's very, even if you are not close to the person, it seems like you have a strong soul connection. And it can be a wife and a husband here that's working through this this stamina, this, it's like stigmata here, almost like you're working through, that's wants to be healed, and both those cards are talking about gifts that's offered to you. And the King of Cups is, it's like being friend with your inside, whatever your inside is, in whatever kind of state. If you can be friend with your inside, whatever will happen to you will be okay. So start befriend with your feelings, start to hear their message instead of resisting them, because resistance hurt, resistance cause illnesses, resistance cause pain. The energy when it comes, it don't just want to give you the message, warning signal. Like the ambulance. Sometimes you have an ambulance siren going off in your body, saying that something is really crucial. You need to watch out. You need to look into this. You need to be mindful of this. And you just turn off the sound. And it's like waving through you, and you make ice of it all. And now all those ambulance sirens is going to hit you here. And you're going to learn this communication and learn to be a whole person by taking your emotions as they is heeding the message. You see here, they are this message coming here, and he's just taking the information. He doesn't resist it. Sometimes, badly depicted, the King of Cups could be a really grumpy person, and sometimes a Don Juan. But here it comes really beautiful between three wands and three cups. So it's very harmonious. It's healing. Someone that's healing themselves, and actually start to listen to the ambulance when it comes, and understanding, okay, we have an emergency, instead of like putting out the headphones and dipping the head in the sand, kind of. So he's becoming like a commando central for his own feelings, and just heeding the message, and not trying to hide away from them. So it's healing here, what I see that you are doing right now. And here you have also a Six of Cups. So this is the past life card. It's a childhood card. It's also reconciliation, like between lost friends, lost lovers, family. And you have a child here, Page of Swords, and you have a King of Cups here. So it can be like healing, like a father wound with your father maybe. And it can also be like someone, a partner, a husband or a wife coming back, or that you want to reach out to certain someone because now you have understand a few things and you want to make things better. This is healing, and this is a person that's whole. So it's very beautiful. It seems very. It has been hard for you with the hangman and this resistance, but it seems like you have come to some conclusion, and that you want to reach out, or you want to have contact again. You want things to move forward. You don't want to resist your feelings anymore. So that's good. Okay, and here in the future we have the Sun. It comes underneath the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. So it's some kind of realization that you have about your feelings, about who you love, about yourself. It's a white horse and it's a child again. So it's very like pure and honest and seeing things like in the light of day, and taking things as they are. Also this wound, also this heartache, like, okay, I see, heartache and tears and longing is like kind of memories also. Memories. You might have memories of someone that, and you understand that because of that it hurts to be away from them, or because of this hurt, you understand also the love that you have for this person. It might be your mother, sister, wife, partner, yourself that you have been separated from, because your separation in your logic mind and with your heart chakra. So it's a reconnection here. It's like a contact again. It's like you're seeing things like really clear and accepting things also. No resistance. So it's very beautiful. And the next card for you, my dear Libras, is the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is how kind of you have been solving things before. It's like not going deep into things, not avoiding problems, just taking the easy way out all the time. And it seems like you are in the brink of coming to the same kind of place again, where you start to get this, I'm not good enough, I'm not man enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not attractive enough, I'm not young enough, I'm not old enough. A lot of things, like how you have talked yourself into trouble before, like how you have talked yourself out of situations. It's kind of your survival strategies. It's kind of avoidance. It's kind of avoiding problems. And you see things really clear and you have your emotions really clear, and still you avoid the truth. Maybe you don't want to reach out. Maybe you feel scared about that. If you reach out to someone, maybe a job that you want, a partner that you want, a friend that you want back, that they are going to reject you. So you're kind of losing hope here. It's like, okay, you can see your emotion. You can see that you really want a person. You might have waited for a long time, and now you see the truth of this with the Page of Cups and the Sun here. Like, yes, and still it's a no. This is kind of a thief. It's kind of a person that doesn't want to take responsibility, doesn't want to dive deep into things. It's Five of Swords, so it's like kind of you love someone but you don't want to tell them, so you the one that wins. It's kind of this. It's very egocentric, and it's very superficial, and it's very not grounded. It's like skating over life, not like diving deep into the earth, or it's just being on the surface of things. So Seven of Swords is usually like a very bad like confidence, and you want to keep the little confidence you have left by maybe not telling the truth about what you really feel to a certain someone, or not telling the truth of what you want to the people that it concerns. So it's like it's your little secret now. What you feel, it's your little secret, that you want to reach out, that you want to heal, that you want to make a reconciliation, that you want to start anew. It's a secret. Okay, and here we have a Six of Swords, so 7, 6, it's counting down again. So it's kind of, maybe you need more time. You have wasted a lot of time here, I think, in the Hangman, but we can waste a little bit more. Six of Swords, it's like when you get the knowledge, it's like when you digest it, like a cow sitting there taking the food to its different stomach, and like, yeah, what the cow does, and digesting things, what you have been through, the experience that you have been through. And so this is a very good card. It's like self-realization, and it's maybe starting to form some words in your mouth, because the swords are words, and 6 are healing. You have the 6 of cups here, you have the 6 of swords here. So it's kind of, maybe you are a bit slow. You are not the fastest moving gazelle here on the savannah. So you are taking things really slow here, and digesting what you want to say maybe to certain someone to get them back. You are planning, scheming again. You are not using like the most action road here. It's very slow. 6 of swords. 6 of swords is a good card. It's like you're trying to form the words that your heart want to say. So it's really beautiful. But it's like the old ways, and this is something that's it's coming from your sense of being very fragile, of your sense of not being able to take what would be the result of your action. So it's like you're taking things really slow and see where it goes. Maybe this is very wise of you. Okay, here we are anyway, have a 10 of cups. So what you are coming forward to is that you long for something, you want something. It's 3 of cups here, and it's King of Cups, and it's 10 of Cups. So it's really like someone that you have, someone or certain someones. It can be several people that you have a really deep soul connection with, and you want to have this connection again. And you might have had it all along. It's just little glitches here and there, like with this, that you might be in a relationship and you have contact every day, but you don't really say to the person what you really mean. It's like you're skating on the surface of things. Or it might be that you have sacrificed this person or for and being alone for a while with the Hangman. Hangman is a rather significant card. It might show on very brutal sacrifices sometimes, that we need to sacrifice like our relationship, our house, our place of work. So you can have been stripped about with a lot of things during the Hangman period here. And it's the only no, you have the Sun as well. So those two are the major arcana events in your life, like sacrifice and Sun. Sun is sometimes trial by fire. Like, yes, it's going to be hard, but you are going to come out on the other side like totally renewed. And 10 of Cups is a really happy card. It's like having the relationship you're always dreamed of, like being really happy, having the kind of situation, the creative situation that you have always wanted. Maybe a work where you're really enjoying yourself and having very good friends and a good boss. And so, but usually it's about, of course, love, but it can be like having a good paid job as well. And here you have an Ace of Cups, so it's very beautiful. It's like you're getting from being this orphan person to healing your childhood and having like a clean source, and now you can talk with through your emotions. Now you can have like this, you have learned this other language of feelings of love, of this vibration of fear and fright and sadness. You just take the information now. If sadness comes here, you just let it flow, and you like take notice of it and give it a lot of attention. And after a while you have been doing this and learning this new language, you will be able to decode it as well. But don't stress with this, it will come with time. And here comes maybe an emotion of longing for someone, and you just heed that. Okay, I long for that person. Interesting. And you have the Sun there. So this is the Sun. It's your soul watching your emotion, watching your inner child, your emotion, your source. Like it's like a teamwork here. The soul, the inner child, the white horse, the pure and honest feelings, and this is your source. This is how the divine and like your subconscious is talking with you all the time. And it's like almost like you know, a magnetic field around you when it goes like this. It goes like this. It's like you're like the earth. It also has a magnetic field, and you'll have it as well. But when you stop your emotions and don't want to feel them, it gets holes in your magnetic field, and you're not as tuned in to yourself, to nature, to other people anymore, and you're like a bit broken actually. So you need to let your feelings move freely like this. It's like a dynamo, I think it's the name of it. And the soul is like heeding the message. It's your attention that you put to your feelings. And the inner child is the one that's going to, it's the one that we protect, kind of, with this system, with having this emotion, with having this sun here watching. That I am, what you're protecting is your inner child. That's sometimes very too fragile for this world. And so it's very beautiful, and therefore you can be an honest outward going force in the world by this supportive system that you have built here for yourself, or that's you have cleaned out for yourself anyway. The horse is your outgoing strength, like how you show yourself in the world, your feelings, your emotions, how you want to ride into the future. So it's very beautiful. You have gone through a profoundly change here, and really taken in your emotion, and you have been calibrating your emotional system all this time, and soon you're going to be able to voice it also, so you can create your heaven on earth. You are going to be able to say what you want, and you are going to get it, it seems. So people are still kind of waiting for you. So it seems beautiful. Okay, my dear, I will take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to see more about this with the Seven of Swords, like your feeling of not being adequate, or not being like what other people need. It's like you don't think that you are complete, or that you are good enough in some sense. So you're just skating over the world here. Okay, we have the Hawk Prince and we have the Resting Tree. So the Hawk Prince is spirit communication and paying attention. So it's like, don't listen to your old survival strategies. Listening to this new insights that you're having, and the communication that you get from your spirit to your heart chakra. You see this smoke is going here, and it's like seeing things from above. So maybe it's not all wrong to have this Seven of Swords, even if it's like a thief and a liar and a person avoiding responsibility and not having confidence enough to build something for their own. Maybe it's also your skill of seeing things from above, like with the Page of Swords. You can still have this. You don't need to throw it in the dustbin. You can still have this high connection. It's still you. But what you need to do, so you can take the information and digest in your slow pace that feel comfortable. And here you have the Resting Tree, so that's patience and stillness. So it's actually, it seems to be like something that's needed. You lying here like the cow, digesting the knowledge that you have learned, and also like hearing your feelings. This is how I want you to do when you get this strong feelings in your body and you don't know where they're coming from. Lay like this and just feel the feeling. Put all the attention to it and don't flee. Just stay with it. And this is how you download the information of your feelings, like Six of Swords, digesting them, putting them in the right place, so you will know what will be the right action to take later on. Maybe you are going to have to do this your whole life, like every time there comes a strong emotions, but you are going to be more and more swift with this. So eventually you are going to be like, this feeling, I know what it is, and you just jump to the next thing. But now it's more slow. It's like you really need to be patient and put a lot of attention, like all the attention that you have avoided to give to your feelings due to your whole life is what you are going to need to do now, to resolve this, to heal this, and to actually get in tune, like really well calibrated with your perfectly working emotional system that you have been resisting. It's really, it's unusual to see such a perfectly working emotional system. And I think you have avoided this because you feel a bit fragile. You feel that you won't cope. But actually this is your superpower. So it's often like this. We resist what we are the best of doing. And it seems like you're very good on emotions. Okay, so. Okay, baby and spouse. I don't really know what this can mean for many of you. It can mean different things. Maybe you have gone to a process where someone in your relationship wants a child and you don't want to, or they don't want to. So therefore you have gone through all this process with digesting your feelings and resisting and being okay and not okay. And so it might be a fear of children, of not being a good enough dad, or not being a good enough mom, or not being able to take responsibility. But it's also about you. This is your inner child, and this is the marriage I want you to make between your soul and your feelings to protect this inner child. So it's also about that. And apparently you need to look at the spiritually and religion as well. Spiritually and religion is, of course, like, this is a profound spiritual work that you are being doing now. You can think that you have relationship problems, but it's so much more than that. It's like you calibrating in your emotional system and heightening up in vibration. You're actually going to be like almost telepathic in the future, being able to feel your feelings. They are very profound and they carry a lot of information, more information than you can download in your brain. So it's like your heart being your bigger brain, the central system of your whole body, and the brain is just a part. It's just your RAM memory. Okay, so it seems very beautiful. It can be like this. Baby is something new, a new love, and spouse is the 10 of Cups, is the typical card for being married or having a family, having children, having a happy family life, being with the one you really, really love. So it can be like you need time before you give the person that ring or say, okay, we'll get a baby. Okay, so beautiful. And it can be like more, also more high, like I said, like baby could be you. Like you need to take more care of your baby by soul and feeling meeting. Okay, so I hope this resonated with some of you. It might not be a message for everyone, but it's I hope it is, because it seems very wonderful to be in tune, to be able to tune into your emotional system like this, and getting a new language and all that, and also getting love and happiness in the end. So not so, it's really beautiful. So I'm happy for all of you watching, liking, and subscribing to my videos, and I'm also very happy about the comments that I get, and it's really beautiful to see. I get so much hope for humanity through you. When I see how much you're struggling with your lives, and you're trying to be better, and you're trying to do the best you can, and so it's very beautiful. It's very hopeful. And also I would like you to come back and watch my middle of November reading for you Libras, of course. So until then, have a really nice time and take care of yourself. Okay, bye bye.